morning, everybody. All right.
What have your kids done?
Yeah, they were definitely checking ahead on the mailbag. So it's time for mailbag, and today is a big day. Not a lot of mail, kind of a medium amount, good, reasonable, medium amount of mail. But it's a big day because today is adoption day for all of these kittens. Frolic is not adopted. Hi, yes, I said your name. She's looking at me like, what do you want? Frolic is not adopted yet, but all of her kittens are getting picked up today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1300 on the clock on the stream. And you are welcome to tune in and meet the adopters, all of whom this time are longtime participants in the Patreon and on Discord. So it's kind of cool. Today's adopters are all people that we sort of know, which is really fun and a first for Kitten Academy. We've never had an entire group go to people that we already knew, although we love it when that happens. So very cool, super exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and like I said, the plan is for them to turn up around 1 o'clock, although all of them are coming from very far away, I think. So the timing may be off a little bit. You know, it's really hard to travel for 10 hours and show up exactly the time that you want. But right around 1 o'clock anyway, that's the plan.
I have 13 minutes left on this laptop.
Well, then grab a plug. I'll wait here.
Or
grab your other laptop. Okay. If you feel like you can type on it, but I don't think that's reasonable. I think you got to go find a plug. I'll wait right here. Hurry, hurry.
You can keep going.
Up and at 'em.
You can keep going.
Come on now, you're an important part of this. I love your socks, by the way. Did you pick those out?
You're such a show off.
What?
You picked them out.
They're a great pair. Come
They
on,
are.
I did really good
are.
on this.
I don't know if people can.
I think they can. One has little black cats on it, the other has little gray paw prints, and they are a perfect match.
They are such a great one.
I know. I picked those out. I feel so proud of myself right now. I'm not normally the fashion guy, as you can tell. Okay. Well, she's doing that. I'll start the letters, and then hopefully she'll be back before we get into the packages that she's going to have to keep a log of. And we'll jump right in with this postcard from Mr. Elso Cat. What an impressive shot of Mount Fuji, and I don't know how well you guys can see this, but on the Mount Fuji, there is a little person and a little cat planting a flag at the top of Mount Fuji that says KA on the flag at the top of Mount Fuji. It says here, I traveled to here, but clouds hid Mount Fuji like the postcard. And then it says, Great Unseen Mount Fuji. Elso and I went back in time to plant a KA flag on Mount Fuji. This time I got above the clouds. When I was in Japan, I took a pic of the only cat that I saw in a shop window. I got my cat fix right there on the street, talking kitty cat talk and all to a very fat tabby. My friends acted like they didn't know me. Did I care? No. I think it's cool that Kitten Academy people send you guys postcards on their trips. Did you send a postcard to KA Mailbag from Seattle? LOL, I haven't traveled for a long time, so this postcard is what you all get. Okay, can't stand it. Your stream cut out on the last mailbag day. You said you'd tell this joke a lot. How many cats can you put in an empty box? Cut off. How many? Oh, well, it's probably on the archive, but if you did miss the joke, the answer to how many cats you can put in an empty box is 1. Because then the box isn't empty anymore. It's got a cat in it. Elsa wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Starbuck Cat way down under there from on top of Mount Fuji, but I told him he may not hear it. So, hi now, love and light, Mr. Elso Cat and Mom. So sweet. And I did not send a postcard from Seattle on my trip there last weekend, and I should have. I wish I had thought of that. But it just didn't occur to me. That would have been a really cool idea. Thank you for writing, Mr. Elso Cat and Mom. And thank you for planting our flag on the top of Mount Fuji. I'm sure that nobody in Japan is going to mind. All right. Moving right along. Aw, we have a cat here that looks like sort of a cross between an acro and a loganberry. And it says, in honor of your birthday, jazz hands! From Sonia and Rich, who are SD Grady on the Discord, and from Annie and Tam, their cats. And it says, okay, so it's not a birthday, but the Kitten Academy anniversary. How awesome is that? Thank you for loving all the kittens, loving each other, and generally being a wonderful example for kids and cats. Here's to many more years of mom cats, fur babies, and finding forever homes. Thank you so much, SD Grady. That's so sweet of you, and I especially love that you included loving each other. Because DJ and I do love each other quite a bit. But she's laughing because, I don't know why. I don't know why that's funny. That shouldn't be as funny as she seems to think it is.
Why are you talking about this?
What does that mean, that she laughs that we love each other? I'm so all of a sudden not feeling the love right here. Got it? Okay, good. Here we have a postcard that came inside an envelope. It's beautiful with, I see this is colored with, which?
One?
Yeah, that's these two that you missed. There you go. It looks like it's colored with those sparkly gel pens that DJ likes so much, and it says, Mr. A and DJ, you'll find a mysterious Amazon package because the gift option was not available for this item. I call it Mailbag Morning Munchies to help you power through until lunch. Enjoy, Diana Smith from Colorado. Interesting. So we'll keep an eye out for a mysterious Amazon box full of munchies.
Just what we need.
Wow, I was just thinking about that this morning. I'm probably the heaviest that I've been in my adult life right now. And I feel terrible about it, and I can't stop because you all have been sending me so much delicious food. It's tough. I really gotta start doing something about it. I keep saying that, and then I keep not working out. If I just work out, my whole life is better. I lose some weight, and I look better, and I feel better. And the only problem is it's just so hard to do. Okay. Enough complaining about that, though. Thank you for sending us stuff. Aw, speaking of, okay, there's a wonderful donation in here, which I will put aside for the moment. And it says, aw, I see. It says, thanks for the help you gave us for the vet a while back. More later, Lisa Lovegrove. Okay, well, thank you so much, Lisa. I see. Thank you. There wasn't a whole lot to that letter, but that's very sweet of you to do. Thank you so much. Appreciate the donation, Lisa. So many Lisas that we have. It's hard to keep them all straight sometimes. There you go. All right. That's it for letters. We didn't have very many letters this week.
You got that one?
Yeah, this is the one that's about the snacks. I thought I would keep it aside until the snacks turned up. Okay. I'm just going to dive right in. We'll start with something small. I see a note to me that says, you need to. So I better take a look at that real quick and see what I need to. Oh, it says I need to start using the hamster wheel. We bought a cat wheel that I have not yet taught any of the cats how to use, so it's basically just sitting in the basement. Yes, if only it were big enough for me, that might be a really fun thing. I wonder if they make anything like that for human beings. How cool would that be? It'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? It'd be ridiculous.
Treadmill?
Yes, well, they do make a treadmill. And I love a treadmill. Ours is not working right, though, and neither are my knees, which is why I stopped using it.
And then you got a rowing machine.
Which I used quite a bit, actually, and then I stopped using it. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Hi, DJ Chris, faculty, Frolly, and Kittens. Here's a little present for... Oh, Andrea Chu, Rebel and Gals, a duder, and one for you and DJ. Just a silly thing. Love, Helen, who is Hell's Dells, and also Jasper and Jimbo.
Oh.
And if we look inside, we have 2 bags of Rebels. Look,
Oh, how cute!
they're Rebels. How about that? I see. They're little. It looks like various flavored little chocolate things. It lists on the back, it says, which one will you get? And it says orange, raisin, coffee, Maltesers, chocolate, and toffee. So it's sort of like what we have here that we call bridge mix, except maybe a little bit different mix in it. I'm excited. Bridge mix is one of my favorite things. Although
Yeah, I think we should give both.
I knew DJ was going to say that.
Andrea.
She's like, yeah, Andrea should take both of them because I've had enough.
She's got a rebel and a gal.
That's true. Well, anyway, we'll fight about that. Meanwhile, we need to start figuring out some way to organize stuff that comes in today for the adopters, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm counting on you to keep it straight until you have a better plan, all right?
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, so those are for Andrea Chu. I'm leaving the note with it, and you've already got Hell's address, right? So I don't need to give you that. Okay. Good. All right, next up, USPS Priority Mail. We've got mail here from the shipping department. All right, those guys send us a lot of stuff. Let's see what's in here. Oh, interesting. It's more interesting and more interesting. Well, this is interesting. Oh, could this...
Oh, is that the...
Is this mysterious? It doesn't look like it's from Amazon, but it could be from Amazon. But does Amazon use USPS priority mail like this? I'm not sure. All I can tell you is that it contains, for Kitten Academy, oh, it does say Amazon order, so yes, this must be it. Power Crunch Original Protein Energy Bar in various flavors. It's a flavor 12-pack. It has cookies and cream, peanut butter cream, chocolate mint, French vanilla cream, triple chocolate, and wild berry cream.
This is great.
And DJ actually does love these things. She takes them with her for school, so I think that's probably where. Yeah, she keeps some in her white coat when she's doing her rounds, so that if she gets hungry while she's working at the hospital, it makes a good quick snack. So I bet that's how these will actually get used, especially since it's better to keep this sort of thing away from me these days.
Well, we could use them doing the mailbag. Like
That's true.
she said.
Yeah, so that I won't always eat the candy that people send, except that I will always eat the candy that people send. Anyway, thank you very much for that. That is really cool, and one way or another, those are definitely going to get used. Yes, super thoughtful. Thank you. That's really sweet. Okay, hi, Frolly, up on top of the boxes. Yes, you're such a queen. You're beautiful. Okay, a Zazzle box. All right, let's jump right in. It says here on the shipping label, it says, oh, from Lisa K. I thought these would look nice on endowment bags. I hope you like and find them useful. All right, well, let's see what we've got that go on endowment bags, because we do have a lot of endowment bags. Oh, look at that. Oh, these are, wow, there's a lot of these. So sweet. Look at that. Okay, so it's a tag that goes. Take a look.
That's so cool.
But on the front, it's got the Kitten Academy logo and says where kittens learn to cat. And on the back, it says from Kitten Academy fans from all around the world, thank you for giving a loving forever home to a sweet and wonderful cat. And I don't. This must say how many of these there are. There's a ton of them. It says quantity 10, but that must be 10 of 10. There must be 100 here, because I can see clearly that there's 10 stacks of probably 10 each. So that's probably 100 gift tags. And to top it off, Zazzle has sent us a bunch of red string to attach them with, so that they look good. That's beautiful. Lisa K., that is super thoughtful and super useful and just plain super. Thank you so much. And we will use 5 of those today. And some of you doing the math at home might say, shouldn't that be 4 since Revel and Gal are getting adopted together? But I like to try to keep things fair, so we made a separate bag for each, Revel and Gal. That way they get an equal amount of stuff and we don't shortchange them because they're going home together. So Revel and Gal each have their own, and it's still 5. So that explains that, right? Oh, coffee. Okay. So here we have a box that we recognize as being from Sleeping Dragon South, which of course is Dragon Maker's store. Dragon Maker is the one that makes those lovely catnip cat wings. But there is a note on the front that says it is not from Dragon Maker. It's from Karen, who sent this to us from Dragon Maker. So Karen, thank you so much. And I guess that's become a common thing. It says here, "Dear Mr. A, thank you for all you do. These are for Frolics kittens who will be adopted soon. Hopefully these arrive in time for their adoption date. I see they're very into catnip, so I'm sure they will enjoy these very much in their forever home. Love, Karen." And Karen's address is on here. Do you have it already? So, oh, look at this. This is so cute. So these are each individually made, and on one side they're all black with white paw prints, and on the other side they're all different colors. And it says, there's a little note attached to each one that says who they're for. This green one is for Roughhouse, and Tumble gets a pink one, and Revel gets a blue one, and Prance gets this purple one. I see. And that makes the red one Gallivant. Matches his collar. Yes, that's adorable. Karen, thank you so much for that. And these obviously showed up just in time. Yes. And I'm going to put these and this together in this box until we figure out how to keep this all straight and put them in the endowment bags after Mailbag. So we'll start to sort all that out. Now I'm going to set that right there. I'll set this right here. And I'm going to dig into whatever comes next. Thank you, Karen. That's really, really wonderful. I love giving those dragon wings to people when they graduate because they're just great little cat toys. And if anybody watching is interested in one, like I said, I think you can look for Sleeping Dragon South, or you can just look for Dragon Maker on Etsy, which is spelled M-A-K-R. There's no E in Maker. It's just one word, Dragon M-A-K-R. Check it out. Aw, now look at how sweet this is. This says, "Gift cards to help out the adopters, a little something for each kitten and frolic. This family has made me laugh and smile so much. Watching their zoomies make my day. Hugs from Shell." Yeah, DJ knew that was from Shell because Shell's been sending gift cards for quite a few classes now. It's so wonderful and generous. I don't even know what to say, Shell, but I know that the adopters greatly appreciate it, and I think that it's a wonderful thing to do because even though they get so much stuff from the adopters, a little gift card can go a long way to getting something that they realized that they were missing, or just for getting some food, or trying out some special toy that they know they've always wanted from the toy store. I think it's great. Do you need this? No? Okay, DJ's already got it. Shell, that's really, really sweet of you to do, and to have done, I think, for several classes now running. That's really, really amazing.
Too sweet.
Super, super too sweet. Okay, let's open one of these big boxes so we've got a little room to work with, I think. This is a drop shipment from Amazon. Whatever happened to the games we used to play during Mailbag? I would say drop shipping. You hug your cat. What happened to that? And the Mailbag bingo? That was fun too. Oh my. Alright, well, let's see if there's a note. There is a note all the way at the bottom.
Oh my goodness. This is also from Shell.
You think this is from Shell too? John, you're right. The note says, "You get a contemplation station. You get a contemplation station. Everyone gets one." I sent 4 regular-sized stations for the kittens. 1 each for Tumble, Prance, Roughhouse, and Revel and Gal will share. All my love, Shell.
That's super sweet.
And DJ, immediately she saw the contemplation station and she knew this was from Shell. So there's 2 contemplation stations in this box. And then I'm guessing, yep, that box right there must have the other 2. I'm trying to figure out how to consolidate this stuff. I'm going to just...
There you go.
I can fit this. Look.
So awesome. Jesus made big download bags so much bigger.
I know. These bags, by the way, they were already pretty full. I think that it's more and more common that endowment bag is just sort of what we call it.
Yeah.
And it's more like an endowment bag and box and collection of other assorted items. And
Giant Amazon box full of stuff.
yeah. Oh, I see there's a note sticking out the bottom here, but we already know what this is and who it's from, don't we? Let's find out. Let's just make sure. Shell, you are amazing. And I hope all of the adopters appreciate you as much as we do. I think they do. Yes, that's exactly what's in here. 2 more contemplation stations and some packing material and a note from Shell that's, yes, the same note. All my love, Shell. Shell, thank you so much. I just can't even say how sweet it is of you to do this. I need to get rid of some of this packing material. 1 second. Here. I'm gonna hang on, 1 more. There we go.
Too sweet.
Shell, that's amazing. The adopters are going to love those. Okay, and I'm going to push them out of the way like this for the moment. Okay, all right, good.
That one.
Yes, that does work. Okay, let's see what's next. I see, whoops, one of our labels fell off. It must be this one. This right here. All right, so here we have more air mail from overseas. I don't know which one of these packages it was, whether it was this one or one of the ones near it out in the kitchen that Loganberry was rubbing himself all over. There must be some catnip or something involved in one of these. Okay. Is there a note in here? Is this a note? Is there there's not a note in this part. Let's see if there's a note in here. Just keep going. I think when you send this stuff from overseas and it's got like catnip and stuff in it, they double wrap it so that the customs cats, you know, those catnip sniffing cats that they have at the airport, they don't report on it, shipping that catnip overseas. You know how it is.
Customs kits.
Customs cats, yeah. Exactly, the catnip sniffing cats. All right, we got a bunch of stuff here, but let's start with the note. It says Kitten Academy, and it says, where's my letter opener? Here it is. Aw, it's a beautiful card with 2 little tabbies hugging. Take a look.
Oh, they're just like
On the inside it says, to Mr. A and DJ, happy 2nd Kitten Academy anniversary. I hope you had a perfect day. When we sent our last parcel to you, Frolic had just arrived the day before. We didn't want to delay the posting any further, so didn't include anything for Frolic and the Furballs, so enclosed are some toys for them now. We have the same ones we sent for Pumice and the Bath Time Kittens. They are good toys. It has been brilliant watching Pumice and the Bath Time Kittens leaping around. We will miss not seeing them on the stream. By the time this reaches you, they will probably be in their forever homes, so hope they are doing well. We're looking forward to watching Frolic and the Furballs grow up and to seeing what cats and kittens the next year will bring. All the best, Tammy, who is Perfect Doke on Discord, and Chris. P.S. No boxes were harmed in the sending of this parcel. So I see. Thank you so much, Perfect Dope. I really appreciate what you've sent, and it's fun when letters come a little bit late like this because it's fun to get a chance to sort of reminisce about the things that had just happened. And I'm sure, as you know, Pumice and her kittens are all in wonderful homes, and the reason there was no mailbag last week is because I was delivering Bubbles to meet up again with Pumice. and that really was great. So when I went, by the way, this is a good chance for me to talk about this to everybody. When I went last week and dropped off Bubbles with Pumice and Wash, who now all three of them are together forever, the initial meeting was not exactly what you would have hoped for, but it was something you should have expected and something that we expected, where Pumice was a little bit put off by this new kitten arriving, and Wash, too, a little bit cautious about the new kitten. Bubbles, for her part, was totally like, hey, I know you guys, let's hang out. And they were like, you stay back. So that happened while I was there, and that's why I don't have any good video that I wanted to share with you guys, because nobody wants to see a homecoming like that. But the good news is that since then, they all realized that they knew each other and have become good friends, and now they eat together, they sleep together. There's even a picture on the Discord now of Pumice allowing Wash and Bubbles to do some comfort nursing. So they're nursing together, too. So it is, yeah, they're a whole family together. In fact, we even heard a report that they've used the litter box together at the same time. So I think it was Studs Terkel who wrote that famous play in which he uses the line, the family that pees together stays together. And it's certainly true. So it's really good news that Pumice and her kids are doing really well. And the other ones that got adopted out other places are also doing great. And they're all getting lots of pictures and news on our Discord. So we know that they're doing very well. So that's great. And the stuff that you sent for them, we will parcel out into their endowment bags today. So I'm just going to take this. We'll show what it is real quick. First, we have Baldini brand. It says Dinkle Spells, which is an awesome word. Dinkle Spells? Baldrian Katzen Spielkissen. And apparently it contains, it doesn't look like catnip in the picture. Maybe it is. I guess I wouldn't know, but Dinkle Spells is a great little term, and it's got something in it that obviously is attractive to cats, which may be catnip. Thank you so much for sending those. There's two little pillows of it in there. And obviously these Mylar crinkle balls, always a winner every time. Here we have a giant Kong kicker, which is also a fantastic toy. We have, these are cute. They're a little heavy. They're stars, and I love the look of these things. They look like something from like they would be from the Teletubbies show, which I never watched. That was after my time as a child, but they're still adorable. I think very cute. And we have a miniature Kong kicker with this cute little tail on it. What do you think of that? No, you'd rather play with the package? Okay, I get it. And then we have 6 fur mice. So wonderful. Thank you guys so much for sending this stuff. This will go directly into today's endowment bags. And I know that the adopters are certainly going to appreciate it, just like this little Rebel here. Rebel's like, please, no, please. I'm still trying to get all the trash into this priority mail bag, but it's not working very well now because it's getting very full. Yeah, maybe. Is that empty? Okay. I'll start adding the next set of trash into there, I think. Okay. Wow. You guys are wonderful. Thank you all for everything that you've sent. I see that the tissue pit is getting played in again. I didn't mention this last night, but the reason that we put up the tissue pit and the reason that we did it at exactly 7 o'clock is because we got a request from the Boeing IT department that we put up the tissue pit for these kids on their last night so that they could all watch. How cool is that, really? It's really, it's fun to know that we've got fans at Boeing, which I can't say correctly. I know I say it like the sound that a spring makes. It's more of a, I don't know. I've always said Boeing, and my mom and dad have always laughed at me for saying Boeing because they actually worked there when they were much younger. But I know that's not quite right, and it's just I'm going to stick with it, though. I'm sticking with it. It just goes to show I can even mispronounce English. I can mispronounce anything. I'm just very good at what I do. And it's important in life to be good at something, right? That's the thing I'm good at. All right, here we have a package from Zazzle, and it says, from Amy, Teddy, and Daisy. It says, since Frolic tried to claim Maggie's blanket last mailbag, I thought she needed one of her very own. Amy, Daisy Roo, and Floofaroo. Amy, thank you so much. This is a slightly different blanket, I think, than the one that was here for Maggie. Yes, but they're really cute. Look at this. This is adorable. So first off, it is a pattern of candy.
Frollypops.
They are Frollypops. And on this side it says Frolic. How cute is that? Frolly and her little Frollypops. That is completely adorable. And I think we've got some applications in for Frolic. Hi, Frolic. She's just sitting over there by the door right now. I think we've got some applications in for her that On Angel's Wings is working on checking out. They do a wonderful job of making sure that the kittens go to nothing but the finest families. So we will be sure to include this in her endowment bag when she is adopted, which hopefully we'll be hearing about soon. So, Amy, thank you so much. That's just a really cute blanket. I love the Frollypops theme. I love the Frollypops name. I don't know who first used that. Who?
Ian.
Was it Ian? Wow. Ian, I guess, was the one that first used that on our Discord, and it stuck because it's the cutest name for Frolic and her kittens, the Frollypops. It's completely adorable, isn't it, Frollypop? Yes, you're the ultimate Frollypops. Oh, you want to play? You want to play? She's good about it. Okay, this is unusually shaped and heavy. I feel like when I was a kid and I used to try to guess the presents under the Christmas tree before Christmas by shaking them, and you'd be like, this, and you'd check them out a little bit. And then I would always guess that they were underwear, so that I wasn't disappointed. I see. That's cute. One of the people saying they're playing a drinking game. Every time I drink coffee, they drink coffee too. And it says also she says also that it's Kaylin who says also that it's epic that the tissue pit is still entertaining everybody. And it certainly is. Super epic. I think we'll just leave that in here until they are adopted. All right, how do I open this? Is there a pull tab? There's not a pull tab. I might need a better knife than mine, but let's see if I can get this open here. That definitely worked. It's been such a long time now that I don't remember who sent us these knives, but this is actually a really great knife for opening stuff. It's a ceramic blade. It's very tiny. It only gets that big, and it automatically goes in when you let go. I love this thing. And I just remembered when I used to play, there was a video game back in the day of the Sega Genesis called Phantasy Star. And one of the characters that you would get in the game as part of your team was a doctor. And the weapon they would use would be a scalpel. And that's what they would fight with in fights. And I just remember from the game that, like, the ultimate version of the scalpel, the best scalpel you could get was a ceramic scalpel. And this is a little tiny ceramic knife about the size of a scalpel, so I always think of that when I'm using it.
Nice.
Yeah, it all comes together in the end. All right, what do we got here? This is an interesting package. Okay. Okay. I think we got all the way to the bottom of that. First off, I see there's some newspapers here. The Shaw News. Whoa. Look at that. This is a unique sort of thing for people to send us. The Shaw News, serving Team Shaw, the 20th Fighter Wing, 9th Air Force, U.S. Air Forces Central, and U.S. Army Central. So this is like a Shaw Air Force Base newspaper. I have never seen anything like this in my life. This has got to be the most interesting newspaper that we have ever been sent. I'm super excited to read this.
I want to read it.
Yeah. how cool.
Growly.
I heard a little growling there. That's really, really exciting.
Dr. Mad.
All right. Now, something fell off here and said, for the endowment bags, love and prayers, Benaya and Malka, which are names that we recognize. And there's also another paper here called the Sumter Item from South Carolina, from Sumter, apparently. And it says, there's a little article on the front that's got hearts next to it that says that the Shaw Air Force Base is giving honors to 2 security forces dogs that are retiring. That is completely awesome. By Airman First Class Catherine R.C. Reeves, 20th Fighter Wing Public Affairs. Standing on a stage in front of their wingmen at the Shaw Air Force Base, 2 20th Security Forces Squadron Airmen received recognition for dedicated service to the United States Air Force, totaling nearly 90% of their lives, or 154 years, dog years that is. It doesn't say how old they actually were in people years. Oh, I see, 11 years old.
They're
How
airmen?
cool. Yes, they're airmen. They're officially airmen.
Adorable.
That is adorable. And here's a little picture of one of them right here. How cool is that? Wow. Very neat. I'm so excited about these newspapers. Wow, super excited. Now, like I said, there's a note here. It says, for the endowment bags, love and prayers, Benaya and Malka. And I'm not sure which one of these packages it came off of the 3 here, so we're going to have to guess, or maybe all 3. Oh, look at this! First off, we have 3 packets of tissue paper, which are fantastic, as you guys obviously know. Yes, those are also really good colors. So you can tell from what's going on behind us that those are going to be an instant hit. Oh, and we have 3 more packages of tissue paper here in 3 more colors. So I'm guessing these are what's definitely for the endowment bags, and maybe this is 2. Let's see what's in the last one here. Plus, we got some extra tissue paper right here. You think I can get it in the box from here if I throw it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, a miss. One more try. Hang on. Yes. Oh, look at this. So this is all for the. This is all going to go to the endowment bags, of course. Then I guess that note applies to everything in the box.
That's so weird. Meow, 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 meow.
Yes. So here we have a bunch of food mats. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly the right number for each of these kittens, and 6 here if you count Frolic, which I think we do. And so these are food mats, and they're all the same, and they have these little cats that are apparently chefs, and one of them has prepared fish bones,
Nice.
and the other has prepared fish. I can tell which one of these guys is going to eat better. And then
And that's why he's
it does
fat
say
and
meow,
all
meow,
the
meow, meow
fat
all the way
fat.
around the end. Yeah, they're both pretty much equally fat. Yes. Anyway. This is so sweet. Thank you guys so much for sending us the awesome paper
Can I have
and
one of
the awesome paper
one of each for Frolly?
and the awesome mats. So one of these for Frolly and one of these for Frolly. So you're keeping a separate box for Frolly.
Yeah.
I see. Very smart. The rest of these I will put into today's endowment stuff, except for the papers.
Marker?
These papers I'm keeping. These papers are going. Yes, that's how it
No,
works.
I'm gonna put Frolly stuff in this box.
Thank you, Benaya and Malka. This is super sweet of you. And I think, DJ, don't you already have their addresses?
Yeah.
That's the stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
This is just super cool, though. I'm really excited about this paper. I'm going to hand it to DJ for now because I know she wants to browse it while I'm going to the mailbag.
Can you write on this?
Yes, I have a pen right here. You want to do it? All right, let's put this into the stuff that's going today. Oh, somebody's in the endowment box. Hi, Francis. I don't know. I started calling her Francis the other day, and it is really stuck because it's just the cutest, isn't it?
Super funny.
Francis. That's like her full name. Like Prance is short for her full name, which is Francis. I don't know why that's so funny. Why should that be so funny? I don't think there's any reason for that to be as funny as it is. Yet it is. All right. Here we have a recycled Chewy box. DJ's already absorbed in that military newspaper. Isn't that cool?
Why can't I work in an Air Force?
Well, you might be able to if you start working at that VA hospital you were talking about. Isn't it? Wow, look at the way this is packed. All right, and a beautiful letter here. It says, from Busy Cataroo. Busy Cataroo on the chat. Yes, that's Anne Marie. It says, Dear Mr. A and DJ, the minute I saw this, I just had to get it. It's actually, yeah, we know what, okay. There's more of a story to this, but let me read the letter first, and then I'll tell you guys the story. The minute I saw this, I just had to get it. It's actually a hanging fruit basket, but it came through on my Facebook feed with kittens playing in it. The very day I bought it, you announced 6 new kittens were coming. How perfect. I was packaging it up as the kittens were arriving, only to see them placed on one of my blankets. Huge, proud grin on my face. Anyway, this is for the kittens to use as a swing as soon as they are old enough. I have enclosed 2 mini blankets to make it cozy for them. I'll send a link to you by showing the video of the kittens playing on it. When I bought the basket in the store, I told the ladies that it was for kittens and showed them the video. I think it made their day. I hope you both have a wonderful weekend. Love, Busy Cataroo. So, the rest of the story is that I saw the video free of context on our chat. And I don't know if I saw it posted by Busy Cataroo or who posted it or anything. But the instant I saw the video on the Discord chat, I said, I've got to get this for our kittens. That is the cutest thing in the world. So I immediately went to the Pier 1 website. This is from Pier 1. And I ordered one. And then I posted on the chat, and I said, look what I just ordered. This is going to be the greatest. And Busy Cataroo said, oh my gosh, there's one of those in this weekend's mailbag for you. So now we're going to have 2. And that's just the way.
I almost ordered it, and I didn't check out because I had to go.
Right, yeah, DJ actually left one in her shopping cart and had almost ordered it, so we quite nearly ended up with 3. Because it is the cutest video. I don't know how to get you guys to find that video.
I think it's all over.
It is all over. You might just recognize it. In fact, you might already know the video we're talking about just from the fact that, we talked about it. So, and it's in a Pier 1 Imports bag, and it's all packed up so neatly in here. Yeah, she actually, I thought about actually going to the store because we would have gotten it sooner that way. Right.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was definitely. But then I thought, you know what, I'm too lazy to go to a Pier 1 store, and besides that, I would buy everything there. So, better off that we did not.
That's so cute.
This is the most adorable thing, and I like the way she's tied a little bow on the top. Look at that. That's so cute with the little bow. And then on the inside, we've got a blanket and the card here that says Pier 1 Imports Hanging Fruit Basket. So if you want to find one for yourself, just probably look for Pier 1 Imports Hanging Fruit Basket, and I'm sure you will find it. And it says, actually, this is inspired by a chair that they sell for humans. So I'm guessing if you really looked around, you could find this for your cat and put it next to the same thing for you in your living room or something, right? How cute would that be? We don't, by the way, before anybody gets any bright ideas, we do not have room for a chair like this for humans anywhere in our house. So do not do it. We're not going to do it either, but that might be something fun for one of you to do.
Reminds me of the thing we have.
It does. Yeah, so in India, at DJ's family home in India, they have a chair that's like this for humans that she's swung on her whole life. So it's really cute. It's double cute that way because it makes you think of home, and the kittens get to enjoy it. Really excited to see the new class of kittens in this. And it would be fun if one of these kittens would get into it, but I don't think that they're gonna. Let's see, Rough House, will you let me put you in there? Okay,
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. Just like that. What do you think?
Oh, that's kind of fun.
I hope you guys can see this on the stream. That is super cute. And so we've got another little blanket to put in there too. And it's so perfect. Busy Cataroo, thank you so much for sending this to us. It's nice that you sent 2 blankets because in theory we could have both of these going at once. We could have one in each room. I can tell you, if you have a cat, don't bother. Cats are never going to fit in this thing. It's just strictly for kittens.
Although I think Lavish would try.
I'm sure he would. He tries to get into the cheese too, which is also strictly for kittens. But just can't do it.
No, he likes it.
He does. He looks like he's going to settle down in there. Just take a picture of this with the camera real quick.
You can see just up to the top of the circle and
not the hanging part?
Bow. Yeah.
That's fine. That's a good view. Mm-hmm.
That is so adorable.
That is
Thank
super
you,
cute.
Ruffy. Thank you for staying in it. Even though you're a kitten that has your own plan for everything.
This is great. Okay, I'm going to put this in here too. And then I'm just going to set this off to the side because I don't know where else to put it. I'm not going to put it back in that box because I'm going to start throwing trash in that box now. So, and I think we'll just, like you said, we'll set this aside and then we'll end up using it for the Breakfast Club. Yes. I need to put this letter somewhere. Can you put it with the pile of letters?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
Wow. This is the coolest thing, though, and we wouldn't have bought our own if you hadn't introduced it to us. So, we still owe you credit even for that, and for sending us one too. It's so thoughtful. It's so sweet of you, and it is the coolest thing. And I can see Gallivant is totally interested in the bow you put on top. Now, I think he's going to get into it all on his own. Can you guys see this? Can they see
I
this?
don't know.
He just got into it all by himself.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
This is such a hit for the kittens. Oh, I moved it so he got out. Sorry. What a cool thing. Wow. That is just the greatest.
Yeah, I think they would have. Oh, I don't know if they would.
Maybe, here, I'm just going to set it right over here and see if anybody else gets into it while I'm going through these remaining 4 or 5 packages. 4, I guess. Okay. DJ wants me to hurry through because I think she's trying to get a shower before the adopters show up, which I should do too. Oh. No, I don't. Another contemplation station, and I think this is a larger size one. It is. This is a much bigger contemplation station. And it has a note. It says... yeah, exactly. It says, "Hi, Frolic. The large contemplation station is for you and your forever home. You're such a sweet and attentive mom cat. I know you will find the best adopter. Love you, Frolly girl. Big hugs from Shell."
So sweet.
Shell, thank you so much. That's really thoughtful of you. And to send the big one for our mom cat is sweet. Even though the small ones are big enough for cats to curl up in, they still do like them. Oh, Rough House, I see you. I see you. So maybe we should move Frolic stuff into this bigger box.
So you can just put this on.
Let's see if it'll fit.
Or just take it out and it'll all fit. There you go. And write on it. Make sure you write on it.
Okay, so now this can go in the trash. Shell, that's so sweet of you. You sent so much stuff and such wonderful stuff, and everybody did. Thank you all. Do you still? Oh, you don't still have the pen. I got it. Okay. Frolic. Put a dot over my capital I because that's cool. That's what cool kids do. It is.
You don't even know where the cool kids hang out. How would you know what they do?
Hey, I know where the cool kids hang out. Wherever I'm at, that's where the cool kids are. All right. Here we have a box that says, "Tape, tape, tape, I love tape" on it, and little musical notes so you know that it's a song to sing. And I immediately recognize not only who this is from, but probably what it is as well. I think this is blankets for Prance and Revel from Lily Cat. Let's find out.
She's just been churning out.
I know. How do you make so many blankets? They're great blankets. I love seeing these go to the adopters. I do. This is really cute. So here's one for Revel. Oh, this is cool.
Wow.
It's, look, it's shaped like a heart.
Black and white.
That's what I really like about it, yeah.
For...
So it's pink and white and a different
That
pink.
is so
But then the coolest part is this gray and black and white thread that really makes a neat texture on it. And look, if I hold it like this, it makes a heart. It's sweet. And it says Revel on the little basket. And then this one says Fancy Prance.
Oh.
Fancy Prance.
Oh,
And it's
that's
all in
beautiful.
pink and purple.
Wow.
It is gorgeous. It's sort of a lavender, I guess. Pink and lavender, maybe. It's gorgeous, too. So beautiful. These will obviously go directly to their adopters today.
Add it to those.
Very exciting. Yeah, I'm going to keep it in the same box, though. There's... Was there a note in here? There's no note. That's fine. I guess we don't need notes anymore. We're past that stage in our relationship.
We just know
That's
what
fine.
she's thinking.
Yes.
My friend.
Thank you so much. I love these blankets. These are the softest blankets. They're wonderful, and they've gone to so many of the recent adopters. In fact, you sent us a few blankets where you'd put the note on them. They're just like, these are for whoever. And I've already put 2 of those into the endowment bags for today. Which, if they're duplicates, I'll just have to take them out because these are too nice to give anybody 2 of them. We're gonna hoard them for people that really need them, aren't we? Let's see about that. Okay.
Stop doing that.
Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Oh, I like this. Okay, hang on. It says here, when I watch the kittens on Kitten Academy, this emoji becomes reality. Aww, it's the joy emoji. It's joy. That's a great emoji. We use this one all the time on the chat. It's laughing so hard it's crying. And the other one says, I figure you have many wands, so here are some refills. The new class seems like they will be playing in no time. From Miriam. So here you go, DJ. Okay. And what we have here are, oh wow, this is a cool thing. So this is what I was really excited about. It says 10 pieces. There are 10 separate kinds of cat wand toys here that attach to the end of a cat wand. How cool. I see there's 3 big feathers, and there's some of these little wormy things. I love the way these little wormy things move. And then it looks like a little poofy ball.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah, this is brilliant. It says it's from Eco City Pet Supply, and it is cat wand refills 10 pieces. So if you're looking for something like this for yourself on Amazon, what a great idea. This is brilliant. And yes, we do need a fair number of these. This is a great way to do it. That's very exciting. And the joy emoji is beautiful. We'll find a place to put this that's appropriate. That's really cute. Thank you so much. Yes, that's very sweet, Miriam. Actually, we don't have a box started yet for stuff for us, so I'm just going to put this right in.
You could just set the pillow out.
I think we're gonna sort of do a complete refresh of this room, though. So I'm gonna keep the pillow pristine until we're ready to put it out for real. That's my plan, anyway. So yeah, a lot of you might be wondering what's gonna happen now that the 5 kittens that are in this room are all gonna be gone away. And the answer is that Frolic will roam the house until she is adopted because she gets along just fine, and at least for probably like a week. And we'll play it by ear, but I think probably this week the main room will be empty, and we'll take it off the camera, and we'll just watch the new kids in the annex. And the reason for that is twofold. One is that the new mom cat Tiffany is very, very intense. She's like a super intense cat. She loves really hard. Like you come in, she meows, she wants to rub up on you, she purrs, and she wants to be in your lap and just like really intense about being a super loving cat. But she's equally intense about not wanting other cats around so far. She saw the faculty at the door and she growled and hissed and ran at the door and smacked at it. So she's intense about everything, like just one of those cats that's like just super intense about whatever she's into. And so I thought it would stress her less if she stays in the annex for a little while because there's just the one door and she won't see as much of the faculty that way. And then after she's had a week or so to settle in, we'll see how she feels and then try to get her moved over here. Plus, that gives us time to completely clean and sterilize this room, and I think we're going to take a bunch of the stuff that's been in this room for a while and sort of have it move along and try to come up with some new stuff to put in here. We've got a backlog of really cool stuff to put in this room. And maybe take some of the old stuff and give it to On Angel's Wings that has, by the way, a brand new cat room that is really cool. They could probably use some extra stuff on it, so I think that'll work out pretty well for everybody. Okay, one last package, also from Zazzle, of all places. Aw, this is too cute. DJ, you're going to want to see this.
Oh.
It is a pillow from Zazzle. Oh, the tag is sticking out. Hang on. This can just be zipped up. Okay. Hang on. I think you all get the idea already, though. So on the back, it has a little bread with a heart. And on the front, it has a bread with a heart. It says, Maggie's Loaf. Maggie, I want my bread. Mr. A, 12/4/2017. Referencing, of course, the famous bread incident with Maggie, who, by the way, still tries to take our bread and stuff. We had a couple of Jimmy John's subs the other day, and I swear she grabbed an entire sub and started to run away with it. It was still in the wrapper, so she grabbed the wrapper in her mouth and just took off. I mean, she's just ridiculous that way about taking food. It's really funny, though, and she especially loves bread. So thank you so much. I assume that this came from Brew. So thank you so much, Brew. We're starting to get a collection of pillows from you. I'm getting the idea that you like pillows, or like to send pillows. Pillows with quotes, specifically. We're going to have like a whole quote pillow theme going on. Yeah, exactly. The other pillows in the annex right now, you've probably seen it in there. It's got the Kitten Academy logo on one side, and on the other side it says, Hisses get kisses, which is what I've always said to little kittens that want to hiss at me. I'm just going to kiss them until they stop. So, anyway, oh, there is a note. I didn't see there was a note. The note says, nothing.
Yeah.
It says nothing. Okay. Good job, Brew. Good job on that note. Okay. Thank you, Brew. Thank you, everybody. And it is now 11 o'clock, so we got through the whole mailbag in 1 hour. And that gives us 2 hours to take showers and to get all this stuff into the endowment bags that needs to go into the endowment bags. So, got 2 hours to get that together. Then you guys will meet the adopters. I figure they'll kind of hang out and fill out the paperwork for an hour or so. And then, I don't know, DJ, I'll have to go get some lunch or something. So, she's nodding at that. I think that's our plan for the day. And you all are going to get to see a lot more of the annex after this afternoon. But we won't make that switch until after the adoptions are done. That way you can kind of watch the adoptions and meet the adopters. I think it should be fun for everyone. Okay, thanks again. Oh my gosh, we forgot to play the mailbag jingle. Oh, let's play it right now. Hang on. We're gonna play we'll do the wrap up with the mailbag jingle. It's still kind of new to us, so I keep forgetting.
Wait, it's not from Bruce?
Oh.
Easy Cat Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who? Say it again.
AZ Cat Mom.
AZ Arizona Cat Mom. Is that the one you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, AZ Cat Mom. Thank you. I'm sorry I gave credit to the wrong person. I feel terrible. AZ Cat Mom. We're going to play the Kitten Academy mailbag jingle, and we're going to do it just for you. Here we go.
Kitten Academy, where you want to be when you are a cat.
All right, there we go. Thought out with the jingle. I'm actually going to turn off the archive right here, too. That way we go out with a bang. AZ Cat Mom, and one more time, thank you so much for the pillow. That is adorable. And we still are starting a collection there. All right, if you are watching this live, you get to keep watching. But if you are watching it on the archives, thanks for tuning in. This is the end.